Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite lip products and lip combos. I'm going to separate today's video into three little sections. So I'll first talk about my favorite lip liners, then the lip products, and then the specific combos I can't get enough of. And I will be trying most of these products on my lips. So before we get into it, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. My heart is racing. I'm a little too excited to talk about lip products, like chill. So starting with lip liners, these are all of my favorites, and I have a wide array of tones here from really nudie shades to some really pretty bold colors. And honestly, I could get rid of my entire lip liner collection here. These all get neglected because I always ruffle through and find these ones here. And you'll see here, I'm a big fan of wood pencils. I love how sharp you can get them, and they're always the perfect amount of creamy but long wearing. So starting with my top favorites, that would have to be the Makeup Forever Artist color pencils. You can also use them on your eyes, which just makes a very easy cohesive makeup look. So starting with this one, this is Universal Earth. I think it's a stunning tone. It reminds me of rich wild clay that you see potters throw on the wheel to create beautiful ceramic pottery. This color is gorgeous and it looks really awesome with reds or browns, or a variety of things, as you'll see in today's video. But the next two are definitely my most worn lip pencils in general. This is Wherever Walnut. It's a really pretty pink tone, but it has a little bit of an ash tone that contours your lips really nicely. And Anywhere Caffeine is a classic as well. We all know about it. I would say that they're tonally pretty much the same, but this is just like a warm brown version. This is a pinky version. Next are my loves from Tower 28. Similar to these, you can also wear these on the eyes. This is the shade Fill Me In, which is a really nice pink option, but this one is so gorgeous. It's the shade Work of Art, and it truly is a work of art. And funny enough, if you've been looking for something similar to the e.l.f. And Jennifer Coolidge collab lip liner, which I love so much, I'll swatch it right next to it. It's similar, but this one just has a little bit more depth and maybe a little bit more brown. This one has more of like an ashy contoury pink vibe. This one too is very similar. It's the Jones Rhode in Mauve. You can see it's similar, but just a little bit more pink. This is also from Jones Rhode, and it's the one I'm wearing on my lips today. It's the shade Rosewood. Right there, look at that. This is Pinky Brown from Huda Beauty. This next one is a newer favorite. It's the Cheekbone Horizon Lip Pencil in Sand. I just liked how it was like a cooler toned pink. Now I have some of my MAC favorites, starting with Whirl, which I would say is very similar to Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever, but it's just deeper and it has more of a neutral brown undertone. Brick is my favorite red lip pencil to pair with red lipsticks. I think it just darkens the perimeter of my lips really nicely, but still keeps it really vibrant and red. Stone is my favorite cool toned lip liner right here. I like to use this on top of other lip liners just to kind of contour them a little bit. It's not often that I'll wear this on its own. I kind of use it as an additive. I quickly swatched Makeup Forever Endless Cacao just to show you the differences. They're similar in tone. This one has a yellow undertone, which I don't think is flattering on my personal skin tone, but I like Stone better because it has more of a pinky hue to it. Just wanted to show you, just in case you have a different undertone than me. These are my two favorite bold shades from MAC. This one's Cyber World. It's a really pretty plum, but it has kind of like a really interesting purple to it. It's not like our classic plums that we're used to. It's a really pretty rich brown. Then my last two here that I'm going to mention are from Rare Beauty. This is Strong, so that's what it looks like. These kind of look similar in a thick swatch like this. I'll spread them out so you can see the undertone better, but you can see Rare Beauty is a lot more warm. This one has a little bit more of a neutral brown to it. And lastly, this one's so good. It's Gifted from Rare Beauty. It's so pretty. I love that one. And I use it in a lot of lip combos later. And these are all of my favorite lip liners. So with this next set of lip products, I typically rotate through some of the lip liners I just went through. So what I'll do, I'll swatch the product on my lips as well as my hands with the lip liners I typically gravitate towards with that specific lip, just in case if you need some lip combo inspo. So I'll start with my favorite lip balms and tinted lip balms, which are really hot right now. So this one here is the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment. These just became available in Canada this past year, and these kind of have been secret favorites of mine. They're super, super good. What I love most is how glossy the finish is, because it just looks like a normal lip gloss, but it has such a hydrating quality to it and it really softens up my lips. I haven't tried any of the tinted versions yet, only the clear ones. My favorite is the original, but salted caramel is really good too. This next one is pretty fresh to the market, but I ran and picked it up. This is the Tower 28 Lipsoftie, and I grabbed the shade Ube Vanilla. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the applicator they decided to go with. It kind of reminds me of a peen, and it doesn't apply it that well, but with a little finesse, it looks awesome, and the softening quality is so worth it. So here's this one on. It has a really pretty even tint. The tint doesn't fall through the cracks of my lips. It doesn't have like the most glossy effect, which I don't mind, but it has such a nice soothing feel on my lips. Really nice lip. It doesn't get gloopy in your mouth when you're talking. I think the tint is beautiful. I have just been wearing this on its own without a lip liner. I haven't tried a lip combo quite yet with this one. It's just pretty on its own. It dawned on me recently that these were favorites because I had one of these in my car and I would get excited to go on car rides just to wear this lip balm. And it's the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balms. My favorite is the shade Jam, but I also have the clear and this one here, Petal. I'll put on Jam. It's such a pretty color. It's a little similar to the Tower 28 one that I just applied, but this one kind of combines what I love most about the Tower 28 and the Rhode. This one has a super glossy finish. It almost fills in all of my lip lines. The tint is super nice and even. It doesn't fall in my lip lines again, and it just makes my lips look so plump and juicy. These ones are super, super good. Up next is the Haus Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze in the shade Fig. I purchased two colors, but this one is so pretty. This is the product I had on at the beginning of today's video with the Jones Road lip liner in Rosewood. Like, how striking is that on its own? So although this one's striking on its own, here's the lip liners I would pair with it. So Rosewood, of course, from Jones Road. Whirl from MAC would be really pretty. I feel like these are very similar in color, so it'd be kind of monochromatic, whereas this one would add a little bit more depth and redness. I think Gifted from Rare Beauty would be stunning. Same with Universal Earth. Kind of complements with that more red mauvey color. I realized recently that the e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oils have become my go-to gloss. I rarely leave the house without one, and whenever I want to add a gloss as a topper, I always reach for these ones. My favorite out of all of them is the shade Rose Envy, because although it's very see-through and sheer, the little tint it adds kind of evens out the tone of my lips, which is awesome, especially if I've been munching at my lips, which is my worst habit. And it's really nice. It adds such a glass-like sheen. I love its subtle mintiness. I love the applicator. It feels really nice when you're applying, and you only need one dip of this and your lips are covered. I honestly go in with whatever lip liner because this is so sheer, it kind of flatters whatever you have going on. This next product is the Kaleidos Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glaze in the shade Freefall. This is super unique. It's one of my favorite lip products to play around with. The feeling of it on my lips is so nice. It's like a true glazy, slippy feel. It feels really nice and nourishing and hydrating, but it has such a rich consistency. It doesn't feel like a typical gloss or like a lip oil. It just has such a nice plush texture to it. But what makes this one so special is obviously the tone. It has a little bit of like a gray gloss to it, but this stunning silver glitter that just sparkles like none other. I think it's so pretty to use as a lip topper on its own with just like a nudie lip liner or like a really bold like plum lip liner. It looks amazing. It's just one of those fun products to just add on top of anything, or it's a showstopper on its own. Disregard my foundation around my lips. It's going to look terrible after today's video. This is the Flower Nose lipstick in Silver Moon. We all know how obsessed I've been with this lipstick. It has such a nice glossy finish. It's really rich. It just brings life to my lips and it makes them look super healthy and bouncy and plush and just all the things you want your lips to look like in a shiny lip product. I love to pair this one with Tower 28 Work of Art, Cheekbone Sand, or Wherever Walnut. These have been kind of the ones I reach for when I go for this product. The brown tones just add a really pretty balance with the peachy kind of pink tone this has, but the cool pink with this makes a really nice tone-on-tone look. Of course, I had to include my MAC squirt sticks. I'll talk about more shades in my lip combo section, but this brown shade in Simulation is stunning. It suits a lot of my more brown undertoned lip liners, but I just think it's such a nice, like, subtle wash of brown, but the glossy effect is beautiful. It is a plumping lip product, so it adds a lot of juice, but it's not a plumping product in an ouchy way. It's like a minty, cooling way, and it feels really nice. I love the MAC Squirt Sticks. I think they're super unique and they're so fun to create lip combos with. This specific brown one I would pair with Anywhere Caffeine. Gifted, it's cool because if you pair it with something that has more red, it looks more red in tone, but if you pair it with something more like yellowy, neutral brown, it pulls that as well. It's a little bit of a transformer. Honestly, pair anything with this and it would look awesome. This is MAC Whirl. Even with a red lip liner, it could be a really cool look. Oh, this one, you guys, this is just one of my favorite lip products in general, and it's been for probably a year and a half now. It's the L'Oreal Paris Balm in Lipstick Glow Paradise in 130 Nude Heaven. This one's unique because it feels like a lipstick that has a natural finish and not like a glossy leaning effect to it. It feels super thin on the lips, no gloop whatsoever. And when I gravitate towards this lip product, I either pair it with Anywhere Caffeine or Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever. Those are my two go-tos with this. I rediscovered this lipstick in my last lipstick declutter, and I'm so happy for it because it's such a stunning formula. It's the Freck Makeout Club Soft Blur Lipstick in the shade Baddie. So again, it's kind of like a tone I've been really reaching for. It's like a reddish leaning brown, but what's so nice about this lipstick is that it's so slippy and matte and ultra blurring on the lip. I like to pat this out on my lips for a sheer effect, but if you really build this up, it still looks so flattering. This is a lip product I would always wear a lip liner with just because it's a little dark. I feel like the edge looks weird, but I would go for a bolder option like Strong from Rare Beauty, or Gifted is like almost a more obvious match because they're very similar. Jones Rhode, Rosewood as well. I think this one would look amazing with so many different combinations. This is MAC Whirl, which would be a fun way to add a little bit more pink into here. Chestnut from MAC would be so cool. And I feel like this one's the last super obvious, Universal Earth. Creating lip combos is so fun to me. It's the following day. I sadly had a lighting issue, so I had to trash the rest of the footage, but I'm back to film my favorite lip combos. Let's start off with my favorite red. So I'm first going to apply the MAC lip liner in the shade Brick. Then I top this lip liner using this showstopper. This is the Givenchy Le Rouge Deep Velvet in the shade 36. It's such a stunning red lipstick. It's very vibrant, but there's a depth to it that makes it look really rich and almost mysterious, but its finish is so rich and velvety. It really softens out the lips. It almost has a blurring quality, and it makes your lips look plump, although it's a matte lip. And here's this combo on. Look how gorgeous it is. You can see the velvety matte finish. I feel like although it's a matte lip, it doesn't take all the volume out of my lips. It feels really soft and nourishing too. It feels really silky, but not in a silicone way. It just feels nourishing and hydrating for this type of matte lipstick. And you can see it doesn't enhance any of my texture on my lips, nor does it feel like too drying or cracky like it doesn't crumble away. It just wears off really nicely. Super comfortable. It's so good. My lips have not had this much action in a very long time. I reserve this next combo whenever I'm wearing a smoky eye and I want all the attention up here, but something to still flatter the look. So I start off with the Jones Rhode lip pencil in the shade Mauve. And then I top that lip liner off with the Essence Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss in the shade 105 Flower Blossom. And Flower Blossom is a really nice milky pink gloss that isn't too icy pink, but it's still flattering. I like how it kind of blanks out the color of my lip and it just draws the attention elsewhere, but it still adds a really pretty sheen to the lip. And it is a plumping gloss, but it's not super spicy. It's a little bit, but it's nothing bad. Like, I am such a baby when it comes to lip plumpers, but this one doesn't bother me. This color of gloss is very similar to the e.l.f. Jennifer Coolidge gloss, so that's why I've been loving this combo. I feel like this just suits anything. It's kind of like a good go-to if you don't know what to go in with. This next combo is kind of unexpected, but it starts with the Rare Beauty lip liner in Gifted, and I make sure to blend the edges quite a lot in the inside of my lips. And then I top it off with the MAC Squirt Stick in the shade Like Squirt, which is the green one. So that's the unexpected part, because you wouldn't think that this combo would turn out this pretty, but for some reason the subtle yellowy green hue to this gloss just complements the reddish brick tones in this lip liner so well. Like, you wouldn't think this would work at all, but it just slays. And whenever I feel like wearing this lip combo, I kind of go for a makeup look like I'm wearing today, like a super soft brown smoky eye with a nice rich cheek. It looks kind of 90s-esque, but with a modern glossy finish. There's no frostedness here today. But this lip combo is one of the ones that inspired today's video. I was like, I need to talk about this more. I discovered this next combo around the holiday season, and I think it's just too pretty to reserve it for 1 month. So this one starts out with Universal Earth from Makeup Forever, and similarly to my last combo, I blend the edges quite a lot, and then I go in with the Clinique Black Honey Almost Lipstick. And this just complements the red tones in this lipstick so well, and it looks like a cola pop kind of color. It's funny, before finding this combo, I would always pair this with Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever, so something a lot softer, but I just love it in a more bold lip liner. I think it's so striking. I also like to pair this one with Jones Rhode Rosewood if I want something a little less red. And my go-to matte nude lip is still, to this day, the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine with the MAC Powder Kiss in Teddy 2.0. This has been my go-to matte lip for years, and it still hits the same for me. So I find with lighter colored matte lipsticks, they tend to really enhance my lip lines, but the Powder Kiss formula is so nice because it's so velvety and softening and blurring, so that doesn't happen. And I just love the warmth of this lip combo. I've worn this next combo so much. So it starts off with MAC Whirl, and then I top it off with the purple squirt pen from MAC in Violet Beta. And I like how the purple in this squirt stick brings out the Mauve tones from Whirl. It creates a really unique kind of neutral lip because there's warmth on the outside, but then on the inside it's a little cooler, and it creates a really unique effect, and I can't get enough of it. Another thing about the purple squirt stick is that it makes your teeth look extremely white. The purple tones are just so flattering. So this is a banger. This next combo is for the bold lipstick lover. Dior has been reformulating a lot of their products, and they recently reformulated their lipstick range, and the new texture is just amazing. Their past one was really good too, but now it's even softer and more refined. But this one here, 500 Nude Soul, really took my breath away when I first swatched it. At first I thought it was just like a super dark chocolatey brown, and then I spread out the pigment, and you can see it's actually like a cooler toned plum lipstick. Like there's a lot of violet in there, and I was like, how cool would this look with Cyber World from MAC? And when you pair these two together, it really enhances and brings forward the plum undertone, and I think it just becomes such a unique lip combo. Like it's almost black, but it's still pretty brown, and it's still very violet and plum-like. I just love the intensity, and I think this would be stunning on deeper skin tones as well. Like this on a beautiful fall foggy day would be incredible. Like it's a little witchy, and I think that's why I love it. This is a really pretty monochromatic lip product. Both shades are pretty much identical. So I start with Jones Rhode Rosewood, and then I tap over with the Dior lipstick in 300 Nude Style. I love this shade of brown. I think it's just soft enough to like be able to wear every day. There's some 90s-esque vibes to this one as well, but overall it's just super soft and just gorgeous. I am such a sucker for this type of brown. So I've been a huge fan of the Amuse Dew tints for a long time. I kind of cycle through my favorite shades, but right now Rose Dew has been hitting a little extra lately. I just think that this one's glow on my lips looks very ethereal, very fairy-like, and I just can't get enough. Look at that lustrous glow. And these ones are lip stains. I do have 5 shades in my collection. I'll swatch them on my hand just in case if you're not a fan of like the cooler pink. But for this combo, I start with the Cheekbone Horizon Lip Pencil in Sand because it has that cooler pink tone to it. And then this on top complements it perfectly. I'll show you my top 3, but right now Rose Dew is my favorite. So Rose Dew, Dew Buksunga, and Sunday. So these are my 3 favorites, but honestly this line has very, very similar tones, so I don't think you need more than one. This one is a bit peachier. It's the shade Breeze. And the last one I have is Pleasing. So you can see they're just all variations of pinks, and they're pretty similar to one another. But this one just has a little bit of a neutral undertone to it that I think suits any makeup look. And these lip stains are some of the best lip stains. I feel like they stain very evenly and they have a very long wearing effect. And also when you wear them throughout the day, your lips do not dry out. They're quite nourishing. A lot of them tend to dry the crap out of your lips, and by the end you're like, I need the most nourishing lip mask on earth. But I find that these ones are a little bit easier on my lips. This combo is really fresh to me. I only figured it out this week during my Valentine's Day look, but it starts with Makeup Forever Universal Earth once again, and I top it off with the Lasting Water Tint from Rhode in 14 Mauve Moon. This is one of the newer shades they came out with, but this paired with a red lip liner is so striking. I just find these two to be so complementary. It looks like when you cut into a beet. So a beet has like that gorgeous dark rim around the edge, and then on the inside it's that super pretty vibrant pink or red. That's what it reminds me of, and I love eating beets, so I just love this even more now. Let's do one bonus lip combo. I started with Jones Rhode lip pencil in Rosewood, and then I topped it off with the Naturium Phyto Glow lip balm in Jam. I wore this one last night after filming this video. We went to go see The Boy and the Heron again while we can still see it in theaters on the big screen, and I felt so cute. I thought this was such a cute combo with my glasses. I felt like a cute librarian or something. I just loved how I felt, and this helped to soothe my lips after swatching 500 lipsticks. And there's my huge list of favorite lip products. I know this was a lot, but I wanted it to all be in one video so you could come here, see what my favorite lip liners are, my favorite lip products, and what my favorite combos are. Please let me know if you enjoyed today's video and if you'd like to see it again in the future. I could even throw a theme on it, like my favorite spring or summer lips. I don't know, I could get creative with it. But that's going to be all from me. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I will have everything I used listed and linked in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!